Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Mob Psycho 100, episode 2, called Doubts About Youth. The Telepathy Club appears.
So my immediate thought is, what's the difference between the Telepathy Club and a psychic?
Maybe they can communicate with each other without saying words.
So
mind talk.
Different types of powers in this world.
Is the Telepathy Club legit, or is it just like...
Con artists. Okay.
Or it's a hobby. You know, like
The
some people are
hobby?
into like the occult and stuff, but they like don't really know anything about it. You know what I mean.
I hear you.
Yeah. But we're back after the shaky first episode where we were just like...
Kind of scratching our heads.
Kind of wondering what we were doing. We're back, so we didn't give up.
We have to see this through, even if it doesn't jive right at the beginning, you gotta give it a chance. So I'm curious if every episode is gonna be a new monster, or if there's gonna be more of a continuous storyline. Like, I'm still curious to find out what the flow of the show is gonna be. Mm-hmm. And will this relationship with his con artist master continue?
When will it run its course? I'm not saying if, I'm just saying like when will it be over?
Yeah, and I want to know how old he is.
Mom?
Yeah.
He's in middle school.
I know. What
Like
age
12?
are we talking about? 12. Okay. And how many points did he level up last episode? I think he got to 27.
He started at 22.
So 5 points. We're definitely going to hit the explosion at some point, probably in the first season, maybe.
Let's just keep riding this wave. Let's see what happens. The only thing I'm hoping for is that Mob gets rid of Arataka, but we know that that's not going to happen this early.
Mob doesn't strike me as somebody who would go out and find missions, so he at least needs somebody like him to point him in the right direction.
He should definitely be getting a better cut of the profits, though. That's all I'm saying.
And maybe some better training.
Okay, here we go. Let's dive in. Mob Psycho 100, episode 2 is coming right now.
通称モブ中学2年生中学2年生といえば人生において最も多感な時期であり人はそれを青春時代とも呼ぶ
It's got the same uniform.
スポーツに汗を流す者学問に励む者趣味に没頭する者才能を磨く者反発する者そして異性との恋に落ち甘酸っぱい恋愛を味わう者若者たちのさまざまな思いが交錯するそんな青春時代モブは貴重な時間を時給300円の霊能商法アシスタントに費やしていたエロサイトが原因だエロサイトですかそうあなたの肩にかかった呪いは悪質なワンクリック呪いですエロサイトのワンクリック呪い違法な18金サイトで肩に呪いをかけ料金を振り込ませるんです今は呪いも電子化が進んでますからねいやいやそんな嘘っぽい話誰が信じるんですかいいからちょっと動かないで今呪いを消しますからいやいいですよ右肩の方が呪い強めですねちょっとお金とか払いませんよいやあれ気持ちいい
This is...
肉体疲労から来る負担をほぐし肩こり腰痛などを解消する霊言の必殺技である呪いは消せたと思いますけどまだ肩は重いですかすいませんでしたすっかり良くなりましたよまた来てもいいですかもちろんですよ
マッサージ代は40分コースで3800円です
バカマッサージ代じゃなくて呪い解除代って言えよ
お釣り200円です
あれ
食うだろモブ。
じゃあいただきます。レーゲン師匠、どんどんマッサージ上手くなっていきますね。
まあな、生体の本読んだりいろいろ努力した甲斐があったぜ。ああ、もちろん霊能力あっての効果だな。もったいねえ。
師匠、僕思ったことがあるんですけど。
珍しいじゃねえか。お前から語るなんて。
ほら、僕って少し超能力使えて人と違うから、レーゲン師匠に相談してそのまま弟子になったじゃないですか。あの時は誰にも相談できなくて不安だったんで感謝してますけど、いろいろ教えてくれるしお金もくれるし、でも本当にこれでいいのかなって思うんです。
時給が安すぎるか、それとも俺の正体に気づいたか。どういう意味だ。
なんていうのかな、このまま放課後バイトして終わるより今しかできないことが他にあるような気がしないでもないような。
Oh, is he quitting?
ああ、そういう話
うん。
思春期だね、モブ君。何かやりたいことでもあるのか。バンドか、ダンスか、ヒッチハイクか。
いや別にないんですけど。
いいかモブ、別に焦って何かをやろうとしなくてもいいんだぞ。
Gotta keep the cash cow around.
帰宅部が最強だよ。人生において最もダラダラできる期間にダラダラしてる勝ち組がお前だ。ダラダラしながら俺んとこで金を稼げな。ちょっと
Great
待
life
ってくれよ
advice.
竹中。この部にいるだけで変人扱いされるんだよ。待ってって。いやもう無理だって。やばいっすね。
部が成立するのは5人からだろう。
どうしますか部長。
どうもこうもないのよ。新入部員を探すのよ。死ぬ気で。
竹中さんが帰ってきたんじゃないですか。
それだ竹中。
今しがた退部届を受理したので報告する。ここ廃部で。
廃部っていきなり。
残念だが荷物をまとめてもらおうか。ちょうど新しく作られる部から物質の要請があってな。
なんで勝手に話を進めてるのよ。脳幹電波部は
Man's been waiting to get rid of the telepathy club.
Seriously.
生徒会がなんぼのもんじゃい。
七三分けにすりゃ偉くなれると思ってんのか。
黙れ。この徳が怒らせたいのか。どうしても存続を望むというならば、金曜日の放課後までに新入部員を連れてくることだな。
金曜までって。あと2日しかねえぞ。不可能だ。
弱音を吐かない。片っ端から勧誘すれば一匹くらいは引っかかるわよ。
いや無理っすよ。勧誘シーズンもとっくに過ぎてるし。
いえ、やってみせるわ。今までだって私たちはいろいろな苦難を乗り越えてきた。そうでしょう。
部長、今まで何もやってない。
So do they actually think they're performing telepathy, or do they just rent the club room to have snacks?
It seems like they haven't done much. There was a game console there. They're just hanging out, I think. And that student president was on it.
On it, he wants that room bad.
So I'm getting the feeling we're gonna get the whole middle school kind of growing up vibe from Mob's perspective, with him being different than anybody else. And I'm assuming not many people have his ability, but
I would guess not.
yeah. But he was using his kinetic whatever in front of the master. So clearly it's not that weird.
Clearly the master knows what he can do.
Yeah, but I'm
Like,
saying,
what are you talking about?
if he does, like, how many other people can do that? Is this a normal thing? Is he doing that in class? You know what I mean?
No. My guess is no. Clearly the master is teaching him, so the master knows. Like, why would he not do that in front of him?
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Is he hiding it from people? Is it a super big secret? Is being a psychic a good thing? Like, all of those questions are kind of rolling around in my head in terms of how he would fit in.
My prediction is he's gonna get asked to be a part of the telepathy club as like the last resort, and he'll think it's an actual telepathy club, and somehow he's gonna show his abilities because he thinks that they are
Can actually,
actual
yeah.
telepaths, and then they're gonna be freaked out.
Ooh, I like that prediction.
It's just my amateur guess.
脳幹電波部ごめん意味わかんない
気持ち悪いから無理バイトやってっから
ファイブそれの何が困るわけ？
勉強しろよ今年受験だぞ
イケメンはいるの？
デートとかしたいし、周りの目が気になるし、危なそうだし。
気持ち悪いから無理
ごめん気持ち悪いから無理
気持ち悪いから無理
キモい。
無理キモい無理
キモいから無理。
やっぱりこの時期に新入部員なんて無茶だったんですよしかもキモいとか言われる始末俺までやめたくなったぜついてください帰宅部部長連れてきました部活にも委員会にも入っておらず彼女も友達もいなさそうなやつ小中最後の帰宅部で暇人2年1組影山茂雄くん
まあ大体合ってます。
イルカをよくやった部員を紹介するわ影山くん生地林にサルタよ
よろしくどうも
そして私が3年5組部長の倉田トメよトメちゃんって呼んでね
部長必死だ
僕のおばあちゃんと名前
お
が
ー。
それも何かの縁よそういうことだから脳幹電波部に入って
今日は無理です。
ちょっと待てよモブお前予定とかあんのかよ
この後除霊の仕事に行かなきゃならないんだ。
除霊って何よ
ああ部長実はこいつ小学校の時一部では有名人でスプーン曲げたり消しゴム動かしたり平たく言えば超能力者なんすよ
うさんくさいこと言ってないで入部してよ除霊なんて少し待ってもらえばいいでしょ
おうどうしたモブ
あ、師匠。今日遅れてもいいですか？部活の勧誘受けてて。
そんなの秒殺で終わるだろ
いえ、生徒会の会議が終わってから入部届を出さなきゃいけないんですよ。
お前俺が困るからすぐ来いって言ったら入部しないの
ええ、まあ約束は先にした方が優先じゃないですか。
別に入部したいわけじゃないのか
そうですね。
じゃあすぐ来いよ帰宅部の下校の速さを見せつけてやる
すぐ来いとのことなので僕帰ります。
ちょっと貸してどうしても影山くんが今入部してくれないと困るんです
女子かモブを利用する気だね
Not everybody's like you.
とかする柄じゃねえだろ無理強いは良くないぞ
私たちは運動部じゃありません脳幹電波部です
なんだそりゃ
テレパシーを感じる修行をする部活です
うさんくさすぎるだろなんだテレパシー
あなたのような人に言われたくないですなんか影山くん超能力使えるって噂があるみたいだけどもしかしてその噂を客寄せに利用してるんじゃないですか
You're
自
not
分
wrong.
で偽物だから
黙れ素人めお前こそくだらんお遊びで弟子の大事な時間を奪うんじゃねえ
何よ
タイムになってもいいって言うんですか？部長、追い出されるんですよ。
師匠、先輩泣きそうなのでやっぱり入部してあげようかと。
騙されるなそりゃ嘘泣きだ絆思い出友情そういうもんは廃部ごときでもろく崩れ去るものかいいなそいつらが手放したくないのは部費と物質そして活動内容から容易に想像できるグダグダな放課後だ
That's an old school Game Boy.
その怪しい部活は潰れるべくして潰れようとしている分かったらさっさと仕事に来い
わかりました。そういうわけなんでやっぱり僕帰ります。
Mob is gonna have to start learning to make some decisions for himself.
No, don't be used by these people. Be used by me instead.
That little dialogue between him and the president was kind of funny.
I'm like, do not get into a fight with a middle school girl because trust me, those girls can be nasty. They'll rip your eyeballs out and beat you in a verbal argument.
So it seems like he displayed his powers to his classmates in grade school.
Probably not on purpose, I'm guessing.
Maybe not.
Which is probably why he has no friends currently.
Possibly. But the guy, I don't know what his name was pretty cavalier about talking about him doing it.
He's trying to get him to join the telepathy club. Of course he's going to talk about him doing it and try to get him to join. What's he going to be like? Look at this idiot. He's so creepy. You'd want to join our club?
Yeah, but he said he was kind of famous for it. So I'm trying to get the intonation of...
Notorious is more like it, I would say.
Okay. Do you think he's going to stay for the club, or do you think he's just going to go back to work?
I think he'll stick it out with the club.
I think so too. And maybe he'll actually be able to teach them something because he has legitimate skills.
Are these teachable skills, or you just have it or you don't?
That's a good question.
俺の意見も聞いてくれ。部長はマジでテレパシーを信じてるみたいだけどさ。ぶっちゃけ俺は確かにダラダラしたいだけだ。
There you go.
でもよ、俺らは中学生だ。今だけなんだぜ。ダラダラ過ごせるのは。俺たちが築き上げたぐうたらな楽園でトランプとかやろうぜ。
これ以上気楽な部活はないっす。明日まで時間があるから考えておいてくれ。
最後の望みはもうあなたしか
So they just want to chill.
影山君。
きっちり断ってきたんだろうな。
いや、一晩考えてみようかと。
問題の先送りはいかんぞ。やりたくないことはきっちり断らねえと。
今一番やりたくないのはこの格好なんですけど。
お、あれだ。セント配送女学園。
The guy's like a 5 o'clock shadow.
依頼人とは屋上で待ち合わせだからな。
はい。
待て！何やってる？
はい。
お前だお前。とぼけんな！
ここの生徒ですけど。こ
ちら正門前。不審者が現れた。応援を頼む。
ちょっとひどくない？
この変態野郎が！
やっぱり無理があった。でもすぐ見破られてよかったな。こんな格好で潜入なんて嫌だし。
危なかったね、君。
Yeah, I'm like, I think they only caught one of you.
不審者は我々が対応するから。
He's gonna have to deal with a client.
これもしバレたら大変なことになるんじゃ。待ち合わせ場所は屋上って言ってたけど。こんにちは。相談所から来ました。依頼された人ですか？
ああ、なんだてめえ。見ねえ顔だな。転校生か。相談所？不良のうちらを説得するために来たとか？うっぜ！てめえみてえなチンチクリに絶叫されてたまるかってんだ。
いや、
余計な口出しはしないでくれるかい。じゃねえとたたちゃおかねえぞ。
すいませんでした。
しらけちまったよ。行こうぜ。もしもーし。いきなりヤンキーに絡まれるとかウケるね。私たちが依頼人よ。レーゲンって人は来ないの？
正門で捕まりました。
女装してきたわけ？
許可が取れなかったみたいで、いやいや。
そっか。酷なことさせちゃったね。学校陣営は私たちの話をくだらないものとして取り合ってくれないのよ。
どんな話をしたんですか？
生徒の私物が不自然になくなったり、変な音が聞こえたり、ポルターガイスト現象ってやつ？物が空中に浮かんだりしたこともあるみたい。そうそう、更衣室でブラジャーが浮遊してたんだって。
ブラジャー？
だから絶対霊的な何かの仕業だと思って。それで近場の一番安い除霊業者に電話したってわけ。そしたらこんな感じのが来ちゃう。
She's the phony and the cheapest.
男のくせに女子高生相手にあんなにおどおどしちゃって、随分と紳士的で心強いじゃない？
どうも。
皮肉よ皮肉。褒めてねえから。君に頼んで本当に大丈夫？不安だわ。頼りな。何？どうしたの？
Well, you want his help and you're just like bashing him.
Poor kid going into an all-girls school as a middle schooler. That'd be scary for anybody, even with powers.
本当かな、この子。
いる。近いです。
え？本当に？ ってるし、出口からは誰も出てこなかったよね。
例の後を追います。
He's taking his job very seriously.
今のとこ何もなし？信じて大丈夫なのね。
はい。
まだ見つからないの？
霊が怒ってる。
あ、
これ以上追い続けたら何かしてくるかも。
怖っ、どうすんの？中はバスケ部の練習中だよ。
終わらせます。
They're just gonna blow up the gym.
Trapped it inside the gym.
I feel like he might make some friends. If he can actually get rid of the spirit. If they can see
Gets
it.
in with those high school girls, they tell everybody they know, and then he's got his own business. Who needs Reagan?
Just the view of the hair on his legs as he's trying to
Oh my gosh. Like that is 100%. They'd be like, are you a pedophile?
Yes, exactly.
Like,
I'm kind of glad they didn't.
You're
let
a
him in.
predator, get out of here. You, on the other hand, come on in, sweetie.
Passes for a girl, no problem. Probably
But
not a good
like,
thing.
you call these guys, he tells you he's there to help you, and then you just insult the poor kid. Like, come on.
Well, in fairness, they did call an adult. And they got sent someone younger than them. I'm wondering how things with the basketball team are gonna go.
Well, maybe they just trapped it in there and they're just waiting for practice to end.
That would be the smart play. I'm not sure the smart play always happens though.
No, okay.
見つけたよ。
Is it one of the players? Okay, never mind.
Ooh, this thing is big. Everybody can see it.
よくも僕を閉じ込めてくれたな。この楽園を荒らす気か。お前なんかこうして。
Sent go. That is creepy, okay? Let me hang out at the girls' school.
This kid's strong.
Easy peasy.
He erases ghosts like nobody's business. And if he hasn't had any real training, how does he know how to do all this?
I was just thinking that.
すごい声援じゃん。よかったね。ありがとう。意外と頼りになるね。
畜生。お前みたいな冴えないやつ。せっかく僕も幸せになれそうだった。
Yeah, smelling girls.
お前も僕と同じだろ。
同じ？
女相手にその動揺の仕方だ。お前も僕と同じ青春の脇役なんだろ。
You're getting insulted by the ghost.
死んだからやっと楽しくなってきたんだ。満喫していたんだ。それももう終わりか。なあお前、日々を満喫してるか。
Oh, that's
Join that club, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. That has to up his street cred though. If everybody could see it and they see him help them out, it's gotta earn him a little goodwill.
I sure hope so.
But I do think that statement from the ghost is gonna push him to join the club. So he'll have that going for him, and that they're gonna become his crew.
You need a crew.
And he's gonna, I bet you each of them is gonna have some little ability. that
Maybe
he's
the
gonna teach
girl, Tomei or whatever her name, she's gonna take over the client acquisition role.
them. Could be.
I would love if that ended up being the crew and then they're like Ghostbusters middle school style.
You have a miner hanging out the side of a moving vehicle.
But I want more information about his powers.
Yeah.
Like, he just goes into these situations, just puts his hand up, some colors come out, like, and we're just supposed to accept that? Like, I need to know more. Like, at least in, like, Demon Slayer, he would, like, call out his attack so we, like, knew what it was. Or, like, we're just supposed to believe that he's just, like, and then it's over? Like, I need more.
The thing to me is there's no context of how powerful he
Exactly.
is. He hasn't been strained at all, and maybe these ghosts are not a big deal comparatively.
But it's like, how do you know what to do?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
what is you going like this doing? What is you making the circle doing? Like, I just don't like the lack of information.
Yeah, and no training. He just thinks it and it happens.
Mm-hmm.
どうしたの？ぼーっとして悩み事？いや、大丈夫だよ。ならいいけど。
Just ask him.
オーブ来てくれたんだな。
私たち信
Seize the day, baby.
早速この入部届にサインを。もう来たの？随分と早かったと思う。副会長。
ああ、物質案内をしなければならなかったんでね。彼らに。今日からこの部屋は新しく設立されたこの肉体改造部の部室として。
ちょっと待ちなさいよ。脳電部は廃部にはならないわ。この影山君がこれから入部するのよ。
なんだと？正気学期。
Yes.
君、学年は
2年です。
これまで部活に入った経験は
ないです。
脳幹電波部に親しい友人がいるのか？
知り合いが一人。
塾には
行ってないです。
勉強は
やってないです。
趣味は
君
君にはやりたいことはないのか？何の興味もないのに連中に流されるまま入部して何か残るものがあるか？
いや、僕はただ日々を満喫しようと。
コーラと駄菓子とゲームでグダグダな放課後を貪れば君は日々を満喫できるのか？
Yes.
君が自分の意思で入部したいと思うなら止めはしない。だがもう一度よく考えてみたまえ。君が本当にやりたいことは何だ？
やりたいこと？やりたいことって何？みんなにはあるのか？楽しいこと、羨ましいこと、何を楽しんでる？部活とか趣味とか勉強？男女仲良しだと楽しそうだな。あ、夢ならあった。初恋の人、つぼみちゃんに告白して手をつないで一緒に帰るんだ。ほら見て、つぼみちゃん、カエルは浮かすと泳ぐんだよ。かわいいね。鉄棒もぐにゃぐにゃにできるよ。ボブくんすごいね。ほら見て、つぼみちゃんにしか見せないよ。
それ飽きた。
赤組早い。
そうだ、部活に入ることで何かが変わるなら。僕、入部します。よろしくお願いします。肉体改造部の皆さん。
俺ら
よろしくな。
はい。
What?
This is gonna end poorly. 40%.
Well, didn't see that coming.
Nope. I don't think that's gonna last very long. He doesn't seem like he has an ounce of athletic ability.
Yeah, but he wants to get the girl. That's what he thinks he needs to do to get her.
I mean, I understand the mindset and the logic of it, but I don't think it's gonna work out the way he wants it to. But you would think someone with powers would be at least interesting.
No, she's bored of that.
Wait, do you think that actually happened?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He was showing her when they were in elementary school because they were way younger.
I was wondering if that was like a fantasy or a dream.
No, I think it was a memory.
We heard about the Telepathy Club in this episode and they're just gone now.
Dude, I wanted him to join the Telepathy Club. I wanted them to be his crew. I wanted them to have their own, like, Ghostbusters business together.
Yeah, I was
Dang.
getting into that.
I was so
idea.
behind that idea. Now I'm upset.
Just a spur of the moment decision and you ruined the club.
Single-handedly disbanded that club.
After they put all that work in to find him. And he just wants to belong somewhere, and it's not going to be at the bodybuilding club.
Seems like his only motivation is to get the girl.
Yeah, true. It's the only thing he cares about.
Yeah, he's an 18-year-old boy.
Well, that will be an interesting storyline as he goes through saving people doing missions, doing jobs, I guess.
Give me more information on his powers. I need to know more about this. His discovery of them, what he's actually doing when he's fighting these ghosts and spirits.
And we are ticking up that chart very quickly in terms of 40%. So it could be only a few episodes and we'll know what the quote-unquote explosion does for him. Maybe it will transform him physically and he'll fit into the bodybuilding club.
Well, let us know your thoughts. Be sure to hit us up in the comments below. And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Mob Psycho 100 coming next week. Bye!